Emma. And this is our podcast, No Context, where we read fanfiction from fandoms that we are not a part of.
And then we try to guess the plot based on what we read. Emma!
Ellie!
What are we talking about today?
We are talking about Attack on Titan, and I am so excited for this episode.
I am, just a little too hyped for this one.
Okay,
folks.
But also, I have to tell you, at the exact same time, I was driving home, and while I was driving, I realized there's so much going on in this show. This is going to be so hard. I'm so excited to do it, but there's just so much going on. We're not doing the plot to explain. We're not looking for the plot in the fan fiction because is there even one? Don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to say no. There's no plot in Attack on Titan.
Probably not.
Here, let me rephrase that. There's so much plot that there isn't one anymore.
Like Castlevania.
No, it's different because Castlevania is just hot people
You're right.
killing things.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. But Attack on Titan is like, hey, here's 60 different things going on at once. It's like that if everyone's super, no one is.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
And Attack on Titan said that about their writing the plot of their show, which they don't have because there's too much of it.
There's too much going on.
Emma, what are we doing for this episode instead?
We are going to be analyzing, or searching for. I don't know if I want to analyze. That sounds
I don't know if I'm
big
brain enough to analyze anything.
Yeah, seriously.
Too much.
Character relationships and dynamics, and characters themselves.
Let's figure out how these characters are related to each other and
how do they know each other?
And is Levi actually 4 feet tall? Is that a joke?
No, he is actually
don't say that.
5 foot? Maybe 5'2". I don't remember. One of those.
No,
He's
don't
so
be
tiny.
Short. You're so sexy.
He's so sexy. He's so short.
Just grow. You know what I mean?
Dude, just try growing.
Just grow a little bit. What? Is there a reason he's so short? I guess I'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's because he didn't grow. That's the reason.
Shut up!
Anyways.
Okay. It's too late for this.
Oh my gosh.
So what's Attack on Titan about?
Okay, so I thought I knew, well, no, that's not true.
Okay.
I knew that there are Titans, the big giant guys.
Yeah, okay,
They're
sure.
pretty
yeah,
bad.
Same.
Scary. The
I'm
city,
scared.
I almost said a mistress. That's Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, wrong war anime.
Seriously. So, the city, it's like Bossing Say. It's got the different walls. The inner walls, you know?
Oh, right, the
big
levels.
outer one,
Yeah. Okay.
And different people live in them. I don't know. Is it, class-based? I don't know.
I'm gonna say probably yes.
People live there. Probably.
People live in the city. Incredible.
Probably. Giants, the Titans, they one day, walls coming down, and now they're
Zoinks.
in, and now they're eating everybody.
You hate to see
it. And I thought that was the whole plot is, oh no, we have to stop them, and we have to fly around on our cool little thingies and look so cool, and I will never be as cool as them.
The fight scenes are amazing.
I will never be as cool. I'm serious.
Same. Yeah, I wish that were me. Here's what I know about Attack on Titan. Ouran is the main character.
Okay.
He seems like he's baby. I don't know how old he is.
I think he's
seem
kind of baby.
16 or something. Maybe he's older than that. I don't know. But he looks baby and he acts baby. He seems like he's a brat. He might not be, but I'm just gonna say it.
His mom dies.
Oh, rip. I guess you're not an anime protagonist if your mom doesn't die.
That's true, and I'm pretty sure she had the side braid. The anime side ponytail, side braid.
Are you even an anime protagonist if your mom doesn't have a side braid?
Pretty sure she had one.
So, there's a scene... Okay, wait, no, let me... So, Ouran, he's a little guy. Okay?
I'm just a little guy.
And, he fights with the fighter people?
Yeah.
The army, question mark?
Oh, yeah, I think I know how that happens. So Titans come in and their house gets crushed, and that's how his mom dies, because I've seen that scene before.
Right.
Um
Oh, actually I have too, now that I think about it. Yeah.
And so then I guess they save him and then they recruit him, probably, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I watched Attack on Titan Abridged on YouTube like 3 years ago, so I'm an expert on this.
You're right.
I don't know anything.
I don't either.
So that's why I'm convinced the show doesn't really have a plot.
I'm serious.
Because like 60 things go on at once.
Like what?
No. So yeah, okay, well I like that though. Like they recruit Eren after they save him. That makes sense to me. Eren just like freaking dies.
Yeah.
He gets eaten by a Titan in like the first season, like in the first 5 episodes. What? But then he's still the main character. So how does he come back?
He's a Titan.
Well, okay, yes, he is a Titan, but like, how does he come back from that though?
I have no idea.
His limbs grow back, like a salamander.
Like a salamander.
Who monkeys pawed this situation to bring Eren back from the dead?
Yeah, why is he back? What is...
so...
Is he boring? Because if he's interesting enough to bring back, that's totally fine. But if he's boring...
That's a good question. I don't know if he's boring, but I think he might be the most boring out of everyone. But that doesn't mean that he's boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am more interested in the side characters than I am in Eren. But I also feel weirdly protective of Eren because he does look baby. Here's another thing I know about Attack on Titan. It was the moment that I knew that Levi Ackerman was the one for me, even though I am like 6 feet taller than him.
I was just thinking about that.
There's a scene when they have like a council, like a big courtroom council, and Eren is like chained to a pole in the middle of the room. Yeah, again, he's like what? He's like 15 or 16. I don't know. He's young.
This boy.
And they're like, "You're a Titan," and he's like, "Maybe."
Oops.
Or I don't know. Maybe he denies it. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've watched this scene. So they're accusing him of being a Titan, and they're like, "We need to kill him to prevent him from tightening up." Ew. Wait.
Sorry to what? So I didn't catch that.
Sorry to what?
One more time?
To become a Titan? To become a Titan.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, they're like, "We don't want this to be Attack on Titan." No, that was a bad one. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, we don't want Eren, this little boy man, to go all crazy Titan-y.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's like, "No, don't kill me. You're so sexy." And they're like, "We're gonna shoot you." And then Mr. Levi Ackerman shows up. And Levi is like, "Hey." He starts kicking the trash out of Eren, who again is like a teenage boy.
Yeah.
Literally like bone-crunching kicks in the stomach, in the face. When I watched that scene for the first time on YouTube, I was that was live footage of me, the beginning of Disturbia by Rihanna. I was literally like, "What's wrong with me?" Because that was a great time.
Yeah.
Also, it literally made me laugh out loud. I burst into laughter because it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
Levi is like so short and just kicking the crap out of this teenager. I don't know why.
Pretty powerful.
It's fantastic. It's hilarious. It's probably not supposed to be funny, but out of context, absolutely a comedic moment to me. And then it turns out Eren is a Titan, and I guess they use him in the fight against Titans.
Do you know how they go from being a little people person to a big Titan person? Because I don't know how that works, and I'm a little nervous.
There's something about Eren biting his own hand. So I feel like it's a rage thing or a pain thing.
But how do they Hulk up?
Because it's an anime. I don't know what you want from me. Do you want me to explain the science of how Titans grow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly.
I'm Googling it.
Good.
The Science of Attack on Titan. There's an entire book, dude.
Oh my gosh.
The Body of Titans. Okay, this is really good. This is from the fandom wiki for Attack on Titan. The body of Titans appear to violate several known laws of science, spontaneously generating both energy and mass. Incredible.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. My answer is right there.
Transform. Humans who inherit... Okay. Humans can transform into their inherited Titan at will. They're inherited? I can't be looking at this right now. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest, I don't care. I do not care. Sorry about it. Attack on Titan's really dark and really heavy, and my thirst for Matt Mercer's voice is not strong enough to get through 4 seasons of just, like, emotional trauma.
I forgot
you know what I mean?
that Matt Mercer just is in things, and every time I'm reminded of that,
I know, you have this, like, shocked look on your face. You're like...
I know, like, I know he's Mr. Leorio, but every time I remember that, it's like I'm learning it for the first time. Every time.
It's like you're... Matt Mercer's Levi Ackerman. Hot boy. Hot boy. Yeah. Anyway, there's a character named Mikasa? Mikasa? I don't like saying Mikasa because it sounds like I'm saying Mikasa in Spanish.
That's how I've heard every single person on TikTok call her Mikasa, so I have a feeling that that's her name, but I feel like it's wrong.
It sounds so wrong coming out of my white mouth. Mikasa. But that sounds not as...
That also sounds bad. Mikasa. That's what everyone on TikTok says. If that's wrong...
Yeah.
TikTok.
I don't trust anyone on TikTok. So,
I'll trust the teens online so you don't have to.
Yeah, so she is someone's sibling. I don't know whose. She is either Aaron's half-sister or Levi's half-sister, and I don't know.
That is a great question. I think Aaron's No, wait. Are they... Is she the half-sister, or is she Levi's half-sister, and they're just friends, and they're just really good friends?
I guess we'll read the fanfiction and find out.
Oh,
you know what, Emma? This is how I find out if people are related.
And that's how I won't know.
No, legitimately. This is how I find out people are related. If people have written fanfiction, and then they put incest in the tags, and I'm like, oh, I guess they're siblings.
Oh, I guess they're related.
So there you go.
Cool.
That's how we figure things out. There's a lot of characters. There's Erwin and Armin.
Yes, Erwin and Armin.
Which is not confusing at all.
Why would you do that?
And Aaron is, and then, Zoe Hanji? The lady with the eye patch that everyone's, like, super thirsty for. Including me, honestly.
Oh, she's so beautiful.
She's so beautiful.
Sasha, don't know who that is. Petra,
don't know who that is.
Don't know who that is.
I didn't even know there was a Petra.
There's a Petra.
There's another woman I'm forgetting about. She's the blonde one. Or is that a boy?
Was it Armin?
A little boy character.
Was it Armin?
No, there is a blonde lady, I promise. It's not Armin. Armin is the little boy with the bangs. That's so funny. No, there's a blonde girl. Don't remember who it is.
That's really funny. Oh my gosh.
Little boy hair.
He's got
Armin with the little girl hair. He's so freaking cute. Is he
cute.
like fully an adult? Is he a child?
I don't know.
Because I feel bad if he's a full adult and I'm like, oh, the little boy is so cute. The little baby. And he's like 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I have no idea. He looks like he should be a small child. I know he's not a small child. He's probably a teen.
Is this a Honey Senpai situation where, like, Honey Senpai is 17 but looks 8? Maybe so.
Maybe.
We may never know. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so, do you have any other things about Attack on Titan? I feel like there's more I'm forgetting.
I don't know. I saw a TikTok and someone was like, people are saying that Attack on Titan isn't an aesthetic anime. I'm here to change your mind. And it was just like, just like random shots from Attack on Titan that, not my aesthetic. I don't want a close-up of a Titan's face like this, but with a pinkish filter over it and it's got little sparkles.
Oh my gosh! That is cursed content, dude.
It was pretty. It just had like a bunch of those. It was really funny.
I don't really know what's going on.
I don't.
It's currently in season 4.
Yeah, season 4, the last one.
Oh, is it the last season? That's exciting.
Yeah, it's the final season. That's what Funimation tells me every time I open.
I was gonna also say, season 4 of Attack on Titan, the first 3 seasons take place, like, in a pretty short, like, consecutive period of time. I don't know how short, but then after season 3, there's a significant time skip. So we fast forward a couple of years. I don't know how many, but it's enough years that Eren is a full-grown adult with, like, bad facial hair. Good for him.
Good for him.
And yeah, I think the only person that doesn't look any different to me is Mr. Levi Ackerman, but I guess he's like, he was 35 and now he's 40, or I don't know how old he is.
I don't know.
He's still hot though. That's all that matters. Hot.
Okay.
Alright, well,
I was gonna say I'm ready, but I don't think I am.
I am absolutely not ready. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna go read some Attack on Titan fanfic. I don't wanna, like, I feel bad a little bit, but I am not looking forward to reading this fanfiction. I'm gonna be honest.
You know what? I don't know if I am either. I'm excited to watch the show when we're done. I'm excited to be done with this.
Oh, that's so great, because I know I'm not gonna watch the show, so you can just mansplain the whole thing to me. I actually really am excited for you to do that.
Oh my gosh. We'll do a follow-up episode where I just mansplain the whole plot.
I will let you do that if you let me try and explain the plot of Kingdom Hearts to you.
Absolutely, let's do it.
Okay, that's great. Anyway, that's Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan!
Oh my gosh.
We are terrible.
We are the worst, yeah. Cool. Well, everyone, we're gonna go read some fanfiction, and then we will be back. And we will share our findings with you guys. See you on the other side.
So we are back after... How long has it been? Has it been a week?
Oh, yeah, it's been a week, and I have consumed so many thousands of words, and I'm so excited to tell you everything I did not learn from all of it. This is one of the harder ones that we've done.
This gave me the same energy as doing Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, where I literally had no idea what was going on any of the time. And I couldn't even, like, guess. That's the thing. With Umbrella Academy, I could kind of guess, and other things, I made up an ending for Dishonored.
Yeah.
But this, there's just nothing.
Okay, it just solidified my belief that Attack on Titan doesn't actually have a plot.
It doesn't have a plot.
There's a lot going on, but is there? I don't know.
Also, we have a guest. We have Zoe back
at it again.
She was here for our Black Butler episode.
Yes.
We had a great time.
We are just having a good time.
Yeah, and it's happening again, and I'm so excited. I guess we'll start off. So, I have some statistics. I did some math for this episode. I wanted to know what the deal was with the Attack on Titan fandom. So, I went on AO3. Did I go on Wattpad? I would rather die. I am sure there's Attack on Titan fanfiction on Wattpad.
Zoe, the Wattpad user.
I was gonna ask you. But part of me didn't want to know. And you just told me without my consent, so thank you so much for letting me know. Please stop.
Say no more.
Zoe, please get in oh my gosh, please get an archive of our own account. I am literally begging you. Please.
I'm gonna explode.
I'll try my best.
It is so easy. You just have to sign up and they send you a little, like, invite email.
It's really cute. It makes me feel very included.
And then that's it. And it has the greatest tagging system in universe history on the whole internet, maybe ever. And it also is good. And a lot of people that post to Wattpad, if they're good writers, also post to AO3. I will say that. I have noticed that.
There you go.
Yeah. So you won't...
You get the good ones, and you don't have to filter out the bad ones, which you can't even do on Wattpad.
You know what? Unless you're in the Attack on Titan fandom, then you do have to filter through a lot of bad because, and I know that, because that's what I did this week. I spent a lot of time working that filter system. So here are my stats, according to AO3, because AO3 keeps a lot of data. So I searched all of the Attack on Titan fics by year. Okay. The earliest one was in 2013, because that's when the show started. The manga started earlier, but I guess people weren't writing fanfiction for it. Or maybe it wasn't on AO3. I don't know what the deal was there, but there you go. So, 2013, 3,000 fics were written in the fandom. Starting in, like, September or something? Maybe it was early in the year. I didn't check the month. I don't remember. But 3,000. So that was, like, the birth of the fandom in fanfiction. Okay. 2014, a huge spike. 9,400 fics written that year, which is, like, insane. So far, no year has beaten that. That was literally the peak of the Attack on Titan fandom. 2015 dips a little bit with 8,300. 2016, we just see this, like, decline over a couple years. So now it's 6,000. 2017, 2018, and 2019 were between 4,000 and 5,000 a year. So still pretty strong. Like, the fandom never really died, but that, like, in between time, between seasons 3 and 4, when, like, just nothing was happening, they were still going pretty strong, which I'm impressed.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. And this includes fanfics posted and updated. So anytime a fic was posted, and then if a fic was updated once, that counts in those numbers. Okay. Now here we go. 2020, 6,000 fics were written. So we see a spike in the anticipation of season 4 coming out, right? Now this is insane. In 2021, which, as you know, is only 42 days old this year, okay? Less than 2 months. 3,400 fics have been posted or updated since January 1st. Now, this is where I did some fancy math that I might have done wrong, but I'm pretty sure I did it right.
Okay.
In the month of January, 1,579 fics were posted. So not even updating old fics. Posted for the first time ever.
Okay.
And in February, as of 2 days ago, so 10 days into the month of February, 1,220 fics have been posted, not updated, brand new, for a total of 2,799 brand new Attack on Titan fanfics in less than 2 months, in 40 days.
And you know what? I'd say more than 50% of them are just horny.
It is, you know what? Oh, I should have filtered by rating. Because, holy cow, I hate it here, is what I'll say. I can't say I felt especially welcomed by the Attack on Titan fandom because I was mostly just scared. We never finished our Yuri on Ice episode. We're gonna do it later this year. But I don't even know what to say. That fandom sure was a surprise in the level of
they're all horny.
Adult content. I was shocked.
All of it.
So this is similar. This is on a similar level. Attack on Titan fandom, and I know, like, okay, Attack on Titan is not like a wholesome show. It is very dark. There's a lot going on. I get it. Okay. But also, like, what the heck is going on in that fandom?
So I wrote down some stats about ships.
I'm ready.
So Levi Aaron is the most popular ship in the entire fandom. Ellie, I don't know if you saw the number of how many works there are. 15,000.
Out of almost 50,000 fics, 15K of them are Levi and Aaron.
That's too many.
So
it should be probably none.
Be 0. Here's the thing. Okay, so I know that the Levi Aaron ship is incredibly controversial. And let me tell you why. For all of our homies that are listening to this that have no idea what Attack on Titan is, you know what? I probably should have explained that like 9 minutes and 55 seconds ago. Attack on Titan is a manga and anime, and I would tell you what it's about, but I don't think it's about anything. There are titans, these big monster things. It's set in a kind of like almost steampunky kind of, but like World War II-esque era fictional worlds where they live in a city that has circles of walls that protect them from the titans, and the outer circles are like the poor people, like it's divided by class, right?
Bossing Say.
It is Bossing Say. There are no titans in Bossing Say. Except actually there are, because they literally kill so many people. Okay?
So many people.
And the titans are these giant, like, humanoids, and some of them are smarter than others, and some of them have scarier powers than others, I think. Don't know.
I don't know.
And Eren Yeager is the main character. And I have no proof of this except for the fanfic that I saw. Okay. According to me and my interpretation, Eren is a little brat. He's a little brat, and he is...
That's what I've picked up, too.
Canonically, okay, in the first 3 seasons of the show, he is 15 years old. He is 15 years old. And our king, our short, tiny king, Levi Ackerman, who is the captain over Eren's, like, squad in the army, in the military, that are fighting these titans. I'm obsessed with him. We are dating. He doesn't know that we're together. Levi is in his early 30s. So, I am gonna pass out. I'm having flashbacks to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood with the Roy shippers.
Mustang and Ed Elric, yes.
Yeah, Roy Mustang and Edward Elric. Edward was 15 in the army also, and Roy was his superior officer, also 30 years old. So, like, there's some parallels there, I guess. But also, can I just die? Like, I hate that. And, okay, so... I was gonna say...
For the purpose of our podcast, no. Because I can't do this alone.
I want to quit, but I'm here. I read all this fanfic. I can't not talk about it.
Yep.
So, I know that Levi and Aaron is very controversial. I know that there are a lot of people that, like, hate it, think it's the worst, most toxic thing ever. And apparently a lot of people love it. The difference between this ship and Roy and Ed is that people have mostly stopped writing Roy and Ed fanfiction. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is much older. It ended, like, years ago. It came out in 2006. Brotherhood did. But Attack on Titan is still going on. It's not that old. So I guess the people that write Levi and Aaron fic are young and, like, don't realize, okay, and here's my spiel on... What's this? What are you gonna say?
They relate to Eren and they simp for Levi.
Simp for Levi.
So
Thank
it's like
you.
a self-insert fanfiction.
It is like Eren is their self-insert character. Which, you know what? I ship myself with Levi too. I get it. But also, I do not relate to a 15-year-old little brat boy in the military. Okay, I would like to kick him down some stairs. Bring back child labor.
Literally.
Except in this universe, he's in the army and he's 15, so actually, yeah. They love to send children off to die. What is it with Japan and anime where the protagonists are in the military going to war and they're also like 12 years old?
I want to say it's like their imperialistic history, but I don't know.
I don't know either, because
Who's
like,
to say?
Does America do that? I guess we also send children to war, but they're like legal adults. They're teenagers.
They're teenagers.
But we don't have a lot of television that's like, these children are in the military. Sometimes they're like fighters, or like they're fighting against evil or whatever, so it's like symbolic of that. But yeah, we don't send...
We're not drafting children into the military.
Into the literal military. Yeah, so that's interesting. I don't know what that's about. I guess I could have done more research on that to give like a more informed, intelligent opinion on it. But no, that's my unintelligent observation. Wow, they sure do love to send teenagers to war and drop them into the military. And you know what? Eren Yeager deserves it.
And he has a...
Is he cool?
He has a dead mom, so he's made to be...
He literally has to be there.
The protagonist.
Yeah, exactly. He has to be there.
He's got the dead mom. Did she have the anime dead mom side braid?
Did she have the side braid?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. She had like the half
braid ponytail thing. Okay, yeah, that's incredible.
Oh god.
Yeah, so here's the thing though. Is Levi Ackerman actually the main character? He is the main character of my heart. And I feel like he's the main character of this show. He shows up everywhere. He's in like all of the marketing. He has his own like prequel manga and like anime.
I was a little worried that this was gonna be like a Hawks situation from My Hero Academia. TikTok had me believing that Hawks
was the main character.
Was like a main character. No,
he shows up
for
like 10 minutes.
How many times?
In 2 episodes.
2 times.
Yes. King. And he steals the show in those like 4 seconds that he's there, and he is hot and sexy. With him. No, but Levi Ackerman is like literally, he's just there all the time. Thank goodness for that, because
I know. Thank you.
I actually what would I do without him? I don't hate Eren that much, but this is gonna be my bit where we're just gonna. This is the Eren Attack Squad, Eren Slander,
Eren Hate Account.
Yeah, Eren Stan accounts do not interact. Oh wait, Emma, tell us about your Eren Kinney TikTok adventure.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you asked. Okay, so I haven't explained this to Zoe. I gave up on reading the fan fiction, and instead...
At like 11 p.m. last night, yeah.
Yeah, like 11 p.m. I went to TikTok, and I looked up... I have 9 characters written down. And I decided that those are the only characters that matter. And I don't know who they are, but I just... That's enough for me.
Okay, yeah.
There are 9 of them, and that's enough.
Yeah.
I typed in the search bar the character's name, and then Kinney. And I went through all the people who tagged their videos as like, oh, I'm an Eren Kinney, or I'm a Levi Kinney, and just watched. And I just kind of like broke it down, to see kind of what they were like as people, to gauge an idea of how the characters were. Let me tell you, everyone hates Eren Kinneys. Well, I don't know, but they're mean. They're mean. After doing all this research, I am not an Eren Kinney, but it was brutal and it hurt me.
Yeah.
It was so brutal.
That's
it was
incredible.
Like, oh, how are your mommy daddy issues treating you? And I was like, please. Please. How are your abandonment issues? I'm like, stop. Please. Do you want me to tell you? My stats that I have written down for each of these characters. Okay, so I put a disclaimer at the very top for myself.
Oh, wow.
Every character has
trust issues.
Sure.
Abandonment issues.
Okay, everyone's...
Anger issues.
Yeah.
And they can't express their emotions properly. That's just every character that I'm about to name.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay.
Yeah. So Aaron, mommy, daddy issues.
Ew.
If you kin Aaron, you're probably also a Bakugo kinny.
What? Excuse me? What?
Am I wrong?
Okay, you have to explain that. I don't. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I hate that
my
sentence
gosh.
that you just said out loud to me. That's the worst. Okay, well, why are they Bakugo kinnies?
Can't express emotion.
Okay.
Anger and impulsive.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Egotistical.
Wow, is Aaron
Bakugo.
egotistical?
Apparently. Or at least the kinnies are. So there's Aaron.
Amazing.
Levi. Okay? No sleep ever. Just no sleep.
King.
Ever.
King of not sleeping.
Probably
awesome.
have a caffeine addiction.
Wow, king of caffeine addictions.
Afraid to care about people because you're afraid that they'll leave you.
Wow, king of abandonment issues. Oh my gosh, so relatable.
I'm telling you, these TikTok is brutal.
Is it because he's short? He's worried people will
you
leave
know
because
what?
they can't see him.
Because they can't see him, he's too little.
They're like, where did Levi go? And he's standing right
yeah.
in front of them. Yeah. The shadow
He's
of
so
their
little.
chin, like, completely blocks him out. Wow,
It's
poor
so
guy.
funny.
Wow, prayers
Oh
for
my
Levi.
gosh. Seriously. Shows no emotion.
Awesome.
Anger issues, trust issues.
Wow, king.
Brutally honest, or seen as cold.
Yes.
Clean.
He is like a neat freak.
Yeah, which I thought was just like a bit, and then apparently it's not just a bit, it's actually a real thing.
It's in the show. Okay, this is so weird.
Little maid Levi.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this out loud. I will probably not watch Attack on Titan because I can't emotionally handle, like, death right now. But I would spend just an obscene amount of money on a little Levi with the little, like, bandana on.
Yes, with the little bandana.
I would buy a maid Levi figurine, and people would be like, who's that? And I'd be like, my fictional boyfriend from a show I have not watched. And I never will.
And I never will.
I would
That's
own
pretty
it.
funny.
I love him so much. I love maid Levi and his little, like, clean freak. Does he clean?
I'm kind of obsessed.
So that he has something to occupy his mind so he's not left alone with his thoughts. I don't know. So that he feels like he has control of something in his life. I don't know.
Ellie, you sound like all these people on TikTok coming for the kinnies.
I'm coming for the Levi kinnies right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so continue. Levi.
Independent.
King.
And that's what I have for Levi.
Okay.
Jean. It's Jean, right? It's not John.
I say Jean, but I think it's Jean.
Jean.
Yeah, Jean, because he's so
Okay.
Wow.
Him.
Him.
Him. Just him.
Best character.
Internally a disaster.
Okay, cool.
Blunt. Speaks out. Angry. Feeling left behind. And trust issues.
Okay. I'm sensing a pattern here.
People were not as mean to the Jean kinnies. Or Jean
You know
kinnies.
what's funny? I again, no proof of this. He was only in one fanfic that I read. Briefly. And he was not bad. He was just kind of there.
Oh, see, in the one fic with him in it that I read, he was
homophobic.
like so homophobic to Armin.
It's because he is gay and homophobic.
Really
Jean
funny.
is gay and homophobic. I don't have any proof
is.
of this, but I feel it. But no,
You look at him. Just look at him.
Jean was in one fic that I read, and I know nothing about him, but I would bully him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I would bully him. For what?
Okay.
I don't know. I don't even
I don't
know
know.
what I would bully him for, because I know nothing about him, but I probably would. His hair, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, see, I like his hair.
I
think
do
it's kinda
too,
fun.
but that's the only thing I know about him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so
Oh
that's
my gosh.
Gene. Love him. Love that for him.
Oh my gosh. Armin. Okay, we got Armin next. Who, he just looks so baby. And his head is so, his head is huge.
I think it's his hair. I think
No, it's his head
Well,
too. You
it's
take
his,
off
like,
the hair and
face.
his head is still big.
But then the hair helmet
His
does
face is
not
just so-
help.
It does not.
Really
It's a
is
helmet.
Not doing
It
him
is.
any favors. Yeah.
Gifted kid burnout energy.
Whoa.
Overlooked doormat.
Oh.
Low key. Unappreciated.
Okay. Wow.
Everyone, I'm serious. Attack on Titan Kinney TikTok is. I was
Seek
hurt.
help. Get therapy.
Dude,
To
everyone
all
needs
these
help,
people.
please.
Holy cow. I have
Oh my
I have
gosh.
one thought about Armin. He also only
Mhm.
showed up in one fanfic. He was there briefly. He didn't do anything useful.
Mhm.
Well, he did have kind of not inferiority complex, but Levi left and then came back, and when Levi was gone, he got promoted to captain. And when Levi came back, he was like, "I'll step down." And Levi was like, "I'm not your captain anymore. There's no war. I don't need to do that." And he's like, "No, you're better at this." And Levi was like, "No." And then he left, and Armin was like, "I guess I will stay captain." But Armin straight up looks like Coconut Head from Ned's Declassified. That was the first thing I thought when I saw
Oh my gosh.
And I'm pretty sure he's
you just
voiced
said those words to me.
in, I don't know who voices him in the English dub, but in Japan he's voiced by a woman, so you know he's baby.
He's baby. He's voiced by a woman.
He is
Good for
young.
him.
Younger than Eren? I don't know.
No, they're the same age.
Eren is voiced by a man.
Well, Armin is baby.
Yeah.
So
Well, I hate Eren. Stan
Yeah,
Armin
Eren's a
for
little
clear
brat.
skin. Armin also seems like a brat to me, actually, though, because he is also 15. I don't know. Is he, Zoe?
Yeah,
Is
okay.
Armin a brat? No.
he's a sweetheart.
Good for
He's
him!
Sweetheart.
Oh my gosh.
He's
Okay,
too
well,
good.
Stan Armin for clear skin. Yeah.
Okay, next up we got Erwin. Strategist,
Daddy.
leader,
Yes.
selfish,
Oh!
attention to detail,
Okay.
skeptical, trust issues, as everyone has.
Is he
and
mean?
open-minded.
Oh, open mind. Oh,
You know
okay.
what? I don't know if he's mean because people were a lot nicer to the Erwin Kinneys than they were
Yeah.
to literally everybody
I
else.
don't think Erwin is mean, but I want him to be mean to me. You know what I mean?
I completely understand.
Yeah, I don't know what that says
Say
about me,
no
and I
more.
do not want to analyze that about myself, but I would request
Okay.
that Erwin please be me. Erwin Smith. My DMs are open, cyberbullying
My
me,
DMs are open, please.
please.
Oh my gosh. Okay, next up we got. Okay, is it Mikasa or is it Mikasa?
I say Mikasa.
Yeah,
Okay,
I say
'cause
Mikasa because Mikasa makes everyone
that
sound like they're speaking
sounds-
bad Spanglish. Like, please stop.
Yes.
Please.
Okay, so loyal, therapist friend,
Oh.
always feeling like you owe people,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
an independent people pleaser,
Uh-oh.
tough exterior but very emotionally vulnerable, and protective.
Okay, so Mikasa is everything.
Is everything.
I'm hearing.
She's so freaking cute. I'm kind of obsessed with her.
Yeah, so Mikasa is an Ackerman.
Mm-hmm.
I still am not sure how she's related to Levi. Because it's like a whole, big family, I feel like. But also, people don't like... Okay, people don't always like it when people ship Eren and Mikasa. Do I know how old she is? No, and I don't really care. But
They're
when
the same
people
age.
ship them... Oh, well, that's great. People are like, that's incest because they were, they were raised together or something.
Oh, okay.
They're not
It's the
biologically related.
pseudo-incest.
But I did not see any pseudo-incest tags, so I'm not
Okay.
taking that claim seriously. This
Yeah.
is an Umbrella Academy, okay?
This isn't the Umbrella Academy.
This isn't the real CL debate again, okay?
No.
They're not biologically related. I found no evidence that they were, raised as siblings.
We can't talk about
Sorry.
real CL.
Trigger
ever
warning.
again.
Trigger warning, real CL.
brain cannot handle it. Oh my gosh.
Mikasa seems cool, and
she's very cute.
I think Mikasa and Eren seems okay. It gets a tentative pass from me. Just according to the fanfic I've seen, it's very fluffy and, like, nice. Which I cannot say the same for, like, any other ship. Any other ship. I'm scared.
Oh, okay, you know what? Really quick to interrupt. I'm almost done with my list. I have 3 more characters.
Okay, really interrupt yourself, yeah.
Interrupt myself. One of the ships that I found is Petra.
Okay.
Tree.
No.
Which gives off the same energy as Draco and
Apple. I don't even know what to say to that.
I don't even know what it means.
Actually, hold on. I think I know what that means, and it's horrible.
Okay, tell me.
Oh my gosh. Spoiler alert for some season of Attack on Titan. I don't even know when this happens, but I know this because I read a fanfiction about it last night. About Levi having a breakdown, and it was very sad. Sorry, Levi. So Petra is one of Levi's, like, subordinates, right? One of his soldiers. Mm-hmm. I could be getting any of this wrong, but I'm just gonna say it like this is canon. She gets freaking wrecked by a Titan, and her body gets thrown against a tree so hard that she dies. It is horrific. And, with 2 other soldiers. She's not the only one who dies. There's 2 other people that die with her in this attack. So zoinks is what I have to say to that.
Say no more.
So Petra and Tree, I think some
upsetting.
people deserve jail time for that one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Like, Draco and Apple. Drapple. That is a whole other thing, and is not.
It's a whole thing.
It's not related to a traumatic death of a character.
No.
I feel like I've seen that happen in a fandom before, though. I'll have to think.
Okay. Surface level, it gave me the same energy because I had no idea what it
meant.
No,
yeah, it is. It's shipping a person with an inanimate object with absolutely no context. Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, but also, here's the context. It's horrible.
But context, it's terrible, bad. I hate it here.
But we're not allowed to give context for things because that's not the name of the podcast. So
that's not the name of the podcast.
We're going to pretend that it's wholesome and hilarious and such a good bit, and everyone who came up with that is so funny and cool, and they don't deserve to go to jail forever for that. Attack on Titan fandom, what is wrong with you?
Seriously.
I hate this.
Get some help.
Okay, who's next?
Zoe.
Hanji.
Zoe's next. Hanji,
which is that is not how you pronounce that in German. I'm sorry. So I was very annoyed. But you know what? That's where we're at. So Hanji.
Well, she is what I picked up from the Kinnies.
I hate that sentence.
Hey, I did too.
But okay, what you picked up from the Kinnies.
What I picked up from the Kinnies, natural leader, smart, unhinged a little bit.
Oh, I love that
social, for her. Misunderstood, and also everyone who kins Zoe or Hanji, they're all having an identity crisis, and I don't understand. Every single person, all those like, oh, you're a blank Kinney, well, and then it like lists off all these things like, how's this treating you, you know? And it was just, every single one was like, how's your identity crisis going?
So, Hanji loses her eye, and I think it's after the time skip, am I correct? Or is it before the time skip? Is it before season 4 that she doesn't have an eye?
Yes. Oh, I can't remember. I honestly have only seen Hanji with her eye patch ever.
Oh, okay. That's great.
I've seen pictures of her without the eye patch.
Yeah,
so
I have
know
too.
It exists.
So who knows even when that happens?
I can't remember.
Interesting.
Hanji, okay. This was my impression of her from when she showed up in some of the fic. She is so quirky. Emma, she's not like other girls.
She's not like other girls.
Okay.
But also, she's hot.
Yeah, she's allowed to not be like other girls because I really like her.
And she's 28. Perfect for you, Ellie.
Good for her being a full adult. Very cool.
Yeah.
She's not like other girls, and she's allowed to be quirky.
She's allowed.
Yeah.
Sasha. We got next. Comedic relief friend, which is unfortunate. Good instinct. Comfort eating, I guess, follows, I guess, a personal moral compass, not necessarily, like, the moral compass, but just doing, like, what you would think is right.
Okay.
Underestimated and overdramatic. So that's what we have for Sasha. Last one. Technically, I have 2 more, but I could not find a single thing about Petra. I'm convinced that nobody kins Petra, which is really unfortunate.
Because she dies against a tree, probably. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, Connie. I'm kind of obsessed with Connie. Connie's
Connie
great.
A lady or a little boy?
He's a little boy.
Okay, I thought so, because, okay, yeah.
Loyal, not afraid of conflict, comedic relief, friend, and spontaneous, impulsive.
Oh,
now,
so quirky.
Now that I have given you the rundown of these characters, can I tell you what I took this work and what I put it into?
I'm a little nervous, but, like, the anticipation has been killing me, so please,
excited.
Please reveal your secrets.
Okay, so I have created my own AU.
Okay.
Where I have taken the Attack on Titan characters and I have put them as the characters from Ouran High School Host Club. No! Ellie has stood up and walked away from the mic. She is... She's now pacing back and forth. She's walking away. Okay, taking off the coat. She's seated again. And...
Okay.
And we're back.
I'm shaking right now. That was a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
So here is what I have. Tamaki is Aaron.
Okay.
Kyoya is Erwin.
Yes. Just like personality-wise, Erwin and Kyoya, yeah. Okay.
Hikaru is Jean.
Okay.
Whatever his name is. Kaoru is Connie. Now, originally, I had Honey as Armin because Armin looks baby, and I knew nothing about Armin, and I put him as Honey. I wrote it down in pen.
Whoa.
I was so sure.
Okay, but...
I was so sure. I was like, no matter what, Armin is Honey because he is baby. However, I have changed it. I revoke my statement. Even though Armin is so baby, Sasha is Honey. Sasha makes more sense for Honey, and Armin is Haruhi. And then it's perfect. I was having a really hard time because I was like, I can't have Levi be like Haruhi and Aaron be Tamaki because that's bad. That's bad. We don't want that.
Also, that just doesn't really fit.
We don't want that.
To me.
But Aaron and Armin, I'm a big fan of that.
That's fascinating. Okay.
Yeah. Mori is Mikasa.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Levi is Renge. Which I think was pretty big brain of me. That's all I have to say.
I'm
so yeah, Levi's Renge.
That's incredible. Okay,
do you need another second to process any of this? Because I do have 2 more.
Okay, no, please go. Go.
Okay, now these last 2, I know nothing about these 2 characters, the Attack on Titan characters.
Yeah.
I know nothing about them. I did not see them in a fan fiction. I saw their character names and that was all.
Okay.
So Kasunoda is Historia.
Okay.
And Amakusa which is the hot lesbian girl who's in charge of the club at Lobelia Academy.
Wait.
Do you not remember
No,
this?
no, I do remember that. Then
okay.
Who's the character that Levi is?
Renge is
is she the manager girl that I hate?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought that was the name of the lesbian dance troupe.
No, the lesbian dance troupe girl
I am obsessed
is
with
Annie. And I don't know anything about Historia or Annie. Zoe, tell me how right I am. You can't tell me that I'm wrong.
So right. Like it's.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of...
Okay, I know nothing about Historia, but Annie as that girl, that is so big brain of you.
And I know nothing about it, but I knew I was right. I told all my friends. I was like, I can't wait for Zoe to tell me how right I am. I don't want anyone to tell me that I'm wrong. Because I know that I'm right, and that's what I need.
I have a single correction that I would propose.
Okay.
And it is Renge is Hanji. And Levi is someone else I don't know.
Now, based on my notes, you know what? That actually does work very, very well.
Yeah, but I don't know where to put Levi instead.
That was my problem, is I didn't know where to put him. That was, like, the only way that I could make it work, because Aaron is Tamaki. That's just how it is.
Okay, that's fine.
That's just how it is. So
yeah.
He can't be Tamaki, and he's not Kyoya, because Erwin is
No,
Kyoya.
Erwin is, well, okay, I could see Levi as Tamaki if this is one of those situations where you are a big brain, mature, sexy, cool guy that ships Tamaki and Kyoya. Mommy and daddy.
And you know what? No, that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna have Levi as Tamaki and Erwin as Kyoya.
Yeah.
But Armin is Haruhi. And
yeah, Aaron is not Haruhi because I want to beat up Aaron and I love Haruhi and that just doesn't track.
It doesn't track.
Doesn't work.
Anyways, there's my cast. There's
incredible.
My AU. If someone wants to write that for me...
Does one not exist? Because if
Let's
it doesn't...
Let's get some fan art. I want someone make fan art of Levi as Renge.
Of Renge coming out of the floor in a dress with a microphone in hand, but it's just Levi Ackerman.
And he's got his little bandana!
With the little cleaning bandana on.
Oh my gosh.
I would literally
I'm gonna
die.
have a stroke.
Oh my gosh. Ouran High School Host Club X Attack on Titan roleplay from 2015. I don't even know what to do with that information.
Now, what does that mean?
So,
for me emotionally.
Yeah, what does it mean? We know what it means. I don't want to think about that at all.
No.
So some people have done some crossovers, but like they're not yours. They're not your crossover, so therefore inferior. This one is a Black Butler Hysalia Ouran Attack on Titan crossover.
Woo.
Which is so aggressively 2014. However, it was written in 2017 and it is 24 chapters long. Okay, hold on. I'm opening that in a new tab.
How many words? How many words? How many words? How many words?
It is only 17,000 words.
Oh, okay.
Short chapters.
24 chapters?
Yeah.
That's still too many.
Absolutely it is. I'm very excited to get into that one though. Wow.
Good.
Yeah. Anyway, that is a lot.
Thank you.
Okay. Was that your
Yeah, that's it.
bit?
I put my notebook away. That's all I have written down.
Wow. Okay, so I have a very interesting fandom drama rabbit hole that I fell down a couple days ago. It was actually the first thing that I found when I started reading fanfic.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't even read any fanfic that night because I was like, I need to get to the bottom of this. So, a couple months ago, maybe like a month or two ago, this was not that long ago, a fanfic that was written in November blew up on TikTok. So it got really popular at like the end of December, early January, which like that keeps happening. And I'm going to be honest with you, every fanfic that goes viral on TikTok is so mediocre. They are not ever that good.
You're right.
However, I will say this one, from the bits that I saw, was well written.
That's good.
And it was on AO3, which is always better. It also was on Wattpad, but it's on Wattpad and AO3. Zoe, please. You know what? Anyone that's listening, if you are over the age of 18 and you still read fanfiction exclusively on Wattpad, feel free to block me.
Ellie, you know what? That targets quite a few of my friends.
Yeah, they're not allowed to speak to me.
That's fine.
So that's...
Sorry, Zoe, you're off the podcast.
You know what? It'd be like that. It's okay. One by one, I have been converting my friends, who are all in their late 20s, okay, me and my homies, to AO3. Most of them don't read on Wattpad, some of them do, but, like, a lot of people just still read fanfic on, like, obscure, like, blogging sites from the mid-2000s, which is incredible.
It's pretty funny.
It's like internet archaeology, truly, going and finding ancient documents online. It's fascinating. But so this fanfic is on, it was on AO3. It's still technically there. So the reason I found it is because I was searching Attack on Titan, and I sorted by kudos. Okay. With no filters, so it's just Attack on Titan by kudos. I am not going to explain what happens in the fanfic because it's a lot, but it's called 7 Minutes. It is an orphan account, which, if you're not familiar with Archive of Our Own, if you write a fanfic, you can orphan that work, which means it will not be associated with your account anymore, but it's not deleted. So people can still read it if they want to, but it will say written by orphan account instead of your work. So if you don't want to delete your account, or if you are deleting your account but you don't want your fic to be deleted with it, you can do that. It's an interesting feature, but this work was orphaned, even though it is the most popular fanfic in the entire Attack on Titan fandom on AO3. Of all 49,000 fics, the highest kudos. So, and it got the highest kudos because it went viral on TikTok, which is a similar thing that happened in the Haikyuu fandom with, you know, those terminal illness fics.
The terminal illness AUs.
Okay, so it is a 7 Minutes in Heaven story. It was multi-chapter. I thought it was just gonna be a one-shot. Emma, I am so sorry that I said that while you were drinking water. I did not mean to almost kill you.
I will kill you.
You should.
Okay.
I hate that I have to do this.
If this is what I think it is, I'm going to pass away.
I think it is what you think it is. Because a lot of people were talking about this one.
Wait, what was the ship?
Aaron X Reader.
I'm having PTSD.
Aaron X Reader.
Zoe, did you read it?
And I tried to find it, but it's gone. So it's still on AO3. It has been orphaned, but the author took all of the text out, and I will read it to you. It's now 11 words long. It was originally going to be 19 chapters. 19 chapters. Only 3 chapters were posted, and people were waiting on a 4th.
Is this like in Haikyuu how all of season 3 is just one game?
It's just one game.
All 19 chapters is like
it's just one.
It's just 7 minutes.
Well, I think it's like they meet at a party. They have a 7 Minutes in Heaven encounter, and then they keep meeting up, and I guess eventually fall in love. I'm not really sure. Aaron Yeager is a tease. That's a tag. So here's the 11 words. This story has been discontinued and will not be updated anymore. So I was like, if this is the fic that I'm thinking of that blew up on TikTok, what happened here?
What happened here?
I gotta pick up my notebook. I threw it on the floor when you said Ouran High School Host Club. So, this AO3 user is also on Wattpad and on Tumblr. Attack on Fix is the username, and she was very popular in the fandom for writing all kinds of fan fiction for Attack on Titan. A lot of the time it was like headcanons for characters, modern AUs, and Character X Reader. So I went hunting. Her Wattpad account also deleted. Her Tumblr recently got deleted too, so I had to go to Twitter to hunt down screenshots.
What?
To figure out what happened, because I was like, okay, people on Twitter have got to be talking about this, right? They were talking about it, and it was all these like AOT stan accounts, which I thought was really funny. Okay, so this was a screenshot that is cropped, so not even the full post, from her Tumblr account that's now deleted, that's on Twitter. She said on her Tumblr that she wasn't going to delete her Tumblr account so that people could still access the fics, but she wasn't going to post anymore. But the Tumblr's gone now. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what happened. She says, I didn't invent anything, not the concept of 7 Minutes in Heaven, the game, the college AU, Aaron himself, or the number 7, or anything else. I said before that if other people continued to be impacted negatively by everything that's been going on with me and my story, I will not continue to write it, and I meant it.
Huh?
I am kind to everyone until I'm not. This is not okay. There's a difference between being a fan and then whatever this is. And whatever this is, I am not okay with. If you think this is a good way to support me, you are mistaken. You are harassing and abusing others. That's all this is. The harassment and abuse, not just against me, but others, has turned into something else entirely beyond liking a story, and I can't let it continue to happen. I am not going to update 7 Minutes anymore, and no one is to blame but those who are harassing others. I will leave this blog as it is so no one loses what they enjoyed. Thank you for all the love while this blog was active. As far as I know, all of her fic is still up on AO3, but it's orphaned, so you can't find it by author, which is something. But basically, what I was able to get from that post and from hunting things down on Tumblr.com, which, as you know, is impossible. Basically, people, I don't know how many, and I don't know who, went and attacked multiple other creators on AO3 and on Tumblr, and I guess Wattpad as well, for writing 7 Minutes in Heaven, Attack on Titan fics, which there are a lot more than you would think. College AUs that have to do with like Aaron and an original female character, or Aaron being in college, and any fic title that had the number 7 in it. I am not joking. There were screenshots of this person's fic that was called like 77 something, and they posted on Tumblr and they were like, I've been updating this fic since 2015. Nobody stole this from me. I didn't steal from them. Like, Attack on Fics is a great author and I have nothing against her. This isn't a competition. But, like, Anons were sending hate to people for writing fanfiction. And they started these, like, weird little fandom wars that was so... The harassment was significant enough that she deleted her whole account on everything. So she's just gone. I'm glad that she was anonymous. When people write fanfic, I would hope that they would stay anonymous. I think it's just easier in case fandom stuff like that happens, especially if you're in a fandom as big as Attack on Titan, which can get really nasty. So, yeah, anyway, the highest kudos fic on AO3 is Orphaned because this girl got bullied off the internet by crazy people, probably teenagers.
What is even going on?
Here's my take. All of the fandom toxicity and fandom drama I've seen online in the last, like, year, it has all been people under the age of 20 just fighting with each other over, like, Baku Deku or apparently Attack on Titan. So... Hold on. Yes.
John Cena follows too many Baku
Deku
accounts on
Twitter.
Twitter.
I have an update. Okay, I'm sorry. We need to talk about this.
And, Bokudo and Akashi fan accounts. Bokuwaka? Yeah, John Cena's following up.
Okay, so this is fascinating. For anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, this is great. So John Cena, the actor and pro wrestler.
You know that guy?
The guy that's really famous. He watches anime, and people know this because he follows multiple accounts on Twitter that ship Bakugo and Deku from My Hero Academia. Several of those accounts contain adult content. And
I didn't know that.
He blocked someone on Twitter for calling him a Kirishima Kinney. And so people were like,
that's right, because he hates
why
Kirishima
does John Cena hate Kirishima? I don't think
that's really funny.
I don't think he hates Kirishima. I think that he's an old man that doesn't know what Kinney means. And I'm gonna be honest, if someone called me Kinney something on Twitter, I would also block them, and I know what Kinney means. So,
okay.
Like you, Emma, you're on thin ice. After that happened and people were like joking about how John Cena hates Kirishima because he blocked someone for calling him a Kirishima Kinney.
Really funny.
People found out that he was also following Kiribaku accounts that also had adult content on them.
John!
Yeah, that's the John Cena thing.
Happy for him and Boku
no, I am happy for him.
Shippers too, I guess.
I think that's really fun, and My Hero seems like a really fun show. Anyway, wow. One last thing that I was gonna say is I read a lot of Levi and Erwin. Totally down for that. Yeah, I'm obsessed with their dynamic. They are loyal to each other, and Levi will follow Erwin to the ends of the earth, and also they're in love. Also, Erwin is dead. Spoiler alert. So that broke me a little bit, but we're gonna pretend that never happened.
I think it's pretty funny.
They live a long, happy life together.
When I casted, Ouran High School Host Club, my AU.
Yeah, of course.
I wanted Levi and Erwin to be the love interest, and it still kind of works out okay because Levi is Renge, who is completely obsessed with Kyoya.
That is absolutely true, and I have seen people ship Eren and Armin.
Yeah, I've seen it. I'm down.
I saw that quite a bit, actually.
I think it's
so
really fun.
yeah, I think that's a valid. Yeah, I think that's a valid.
And there's
ship.
a lot of homophobia in those fanfictions. John
let
just
me
loves to come out here with the homophobia. I don't know what's going on.
Dude, okay, let me tell you the tags that I filtered out when I was reading this fiction. Normally, I will just go in and I will go through everything and, but after Yuri on Ice, I was like, I cannot keep doing this. Yuri on Ice broke me. And we didn't even record an episode on it. We're going to later this year, but like, oh my gosh. So I treated myself right this time.
Good.
I blocked Alpha, Beta, Omega dynamics.
Immediately.
Which I think is very powerful of me. I blocked homophobia.
I always forget. That's the one I always forget.
Yeah, and then for a while, I actually blocked canon divergence and canon compliant because I only was going to read AUs because I was like, reading plot heavy stuff is so overwhelming, and so I was like, I'm not even going to bother. Like, I'm not going to be able to figure out what the plot is. I'm only going to read AUs. Well, I ended up blocking college AUs also because they're all the same and I hate all of them. Sorry if you write
AUs.
Attack on Titan college AUs.
Sorry about it.
If yours is good, you're welcome to send it to me and convince me to read it, but like all the ones I came across, I was like, this is so boring.
Not to me. Take it away.
This is so boring and so out of character. That was the other thing. I don't even know who these characters are, but I know that like Levi Ackerman, you know, the software engineering major or whatever, is not hitting on frat boy freshman Aaron Yeager at a college party playing beer pong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I ended up just scrapping and reading mostly canon compliant stuff. However, it was old. It was from like 4 to 7 years ago. So it was like season 1, season 2, and kind of season 3, I think. But otherwise, like, no idea what's going on. But I ended up reading, like, all the Erwin Levi I read was mostly, like, in canon universe, if not canon compliant, so before Erwin dies.
There were a lot of modern AU sugar daddy. Erwin is Levi's sugar daddy, and we purposefully aging up Erwin and aging down Levi.
Erwin and Levi are like around the same age in canon. We don't know exactly how old Erwin is, and we know Levi is like in his early 30s, but there's also not like a canonical exact age, but they're like the same age basically. And in fanfic, Attack on Titan fandom, please seek help, people like to age up Erwin to be older than his 30s and age Levi down to either be underage or in his like early 20s, so the age gap is still significant. So yeah, that was really disturbing, but for the most part the Erwin Levi was like normal and cool. Eren Levi is where it gets whack. I didn't even look at Eren. Oh, that was the other one. I took out Eren Levi. I was like, I don't even want to see this.
All 15,000 of them.
All 15,000 of them, yeah. In Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I did not filter out the Ed and Roy. First of all, I didn't even know how old they were when I started reading the fic. I did not read I don't think I read any Ed and Roy, because it seemed suspicious to me.
I read almost exclusively Roy and Riza, and I stand by that.
But then I looked up their ages, because I was like, I do not trust fandom like, I know they're gonna do me dirty, so I looked it up, and then I was like, oh, Roy is 30 and Ed is 15, and he's his superior officer. Very cool, very normal.
Yeah.
But no, this time around, I think it's good to get a, like, you know, get an idea of what the fandom's like, sure, but I was not putting myself through that again, so no, I got rid of all the Eren and Levi. And look, I'm sure there's plenty of good fic. I understand people relate to a character and they want to, you know, fall in love with Levi, because, like, whomst among us doesn't love Levi?
Seriously.
But the character dynamics are always, like, bad.
It's so strange.
It's never, like, a healthy relationship. No. They take it to the extreme. They're like, oh, there's a 15-year age gap and he's his superior officer. What if we made him a prisoner and Levi was a prison guard? It's like,
or the one that I found, dude, where
calm down.
Levi was a cop and Eren was a prostitute.
Okay.
And it was tagged as underage, so that just...
I'm gonna hunt some of these people down, and I'm gonna force them to go to therapy. The other thing is, Zoe...
Yes.
What are your thoughts on Attack on Titan? Are you, like, in the fandom that much? Do you read the fanfiction? Yeah, super?
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I thought that you were less in it than you were. Well, I feel like an idiot now. What's your favorite fix? Like, what is going on in the Attack on Titan fandom?
Okay, honestly, like, I feel like it's still so hard to explain, even though season 4 is out now and we have some more insight.
Because there's no plot. I'm convinced.
Because there's no plot.
The entire plot of season 1 was we were just tricked into believing that, like, the Titans were this horrible, awful thing, and we didn't know where they came from. So everyone's against the Titans, and then it progresses, and it's like, oh my god, the basement, and now we have serums and all racism, and so
wasn't it like Eren's dad?
Yeah,
that helped with the experiments.
Yeah, that his whole backstory is so interesting, and, like, I just like to put it out there that Eren's stepmother, spoiler, Eren's stepmother ate his mother. Yeah.
What's the stepmom's name?
Oh god, I can't remember. I think it starts with the M, but it's like, it's something so, like,
Mommy.
cottagecore.
Mommy.
It's...
Doesn't she eat her in front of Eren?
Yeah, and so that starts his whole...
Okay, I think I remember that clip of, like, him watching his mom
die.
You haven't seen that clip?
No!
Oh my god, I remember being...
Well, Emma's gonna watch the show, like, today.
Oh.
So...
I don't know today. I've got a lot going on emotionally.
Yeah, maybe don't.
Wow, okay. Yeah, no, then
I can't handle it yet.
The show is a lot.
It's a lot.
No, valid.
Yeah, I just remember being 13 and watching Attack on Titan and being scarred. So
that's horrible.
Yeah, but it's such a good show, and it's so deep. Like, no one
there's
really
so
knows what's
much
happening. Yeah, but there's so much.
Yeah,
so you can appreciate it. But yeah, the Eren, okay, Eren is a brat, but, like, he's got his reasons, and so I can get behind it. Eren is definitely a Leo.
Oh, that's funny.
No one, he's just a Leo.
Okay.
And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It feels like Edward Elric's situation. Like, yeah, Ed is a brat.
He doesn't seem.
I think I like Aaron more.
Yeah, he doesn't seem as bad as Ed.
No, because Edward is a brat for. He has his reasons to a point, but then at some point you're just like, shut up.
He's just like too angry all the time.
Stop being so short. That's what I say to Edward Elric. Stop being so
Drink
short.
some milk. Maybe it'll help you grow.
I don't say that to Levi Ackerman though. I say Levi King, keep doing your short thing.
Do you guys know
Keep
anything about his backstory?
Nope. Nothing.
I'll let you discover that on your own.
Okay.
Whoa.
Very painful.
Love it.
Yeah. Oh.
Love that.
You're gonna love him a lot more, but yeah, it's super
so cool. What a cool guy.
What an amazing character.
Yeah. I feel like everyone is just like traumatized to an extreme level in different ways. Every new character, it's like, oh, and this horrible thing happened to them.
Yeah.
It's like trauma bingo. It's like, all right, what thing did you go through?
It really is. It really. I think like prior to season 3, the least traumatized character was Armin. Maybe.
He's so baby. But then after season 3, something happens.
In season 3, it was like, just kidding.
Not the baby.
But yeah, no.
Not baby Armin.
Armin is like, he's the gone of.
Oh no, he's gone.
Oh
no.
He's definitely like,
I just want to give him a hug.
Like, yeah, take out the like bubbly personality of Gon and leave it with the like, I just want to be good and do good. That's Armin.
That's tragic.
You put it in terms that I can understand, and that's too much.
This show loves to like just make everyone miserable.
Just hurt
all
me.
The time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in pain. That's so sad.
Yeah.
I don't even know what happens, but just knowing that Armin is like that and then gets sad.
I'm upset.
Does Armin survive the time skip?
Yes.
I don't like that you hesitated that much.
That was way too suspicious of a way to answer that question.
Okay, survive is it's an open.
Is he physically okay?
Oh.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Emotionally?
Yeah,
well,
emotionally, I don't know.
Emotionally, everyone's broken. I watched a clip of Aaron post time skip, like looking really rough and saying just the saddest things.
It's so sad. He's only like.
He's only 19, right?
He looks 30.
Yeah. He looks 30.
Good for him.
But he you can tell that he hates war. And he is so angry at what the war, and it seems like what the leadership of like the government or the people who are running things are making people do, especially children. It's sad.
I can't even like. Oh my god, there's just so much, and that happens between.
There is. I do know because there's no plot.
Yeah, there's just so much that happen. He's like a closeted anarchist, kind of.
Okay, well,
good for him.
Yeah,
that's kind of awesome, actually.
Yeah.
So he joins the military. Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. No, basically.
That's really funny. Support imperialism. Go woke king.
Woke king. Oh, that's
well, yeah, no, Aaron seems really interesting. I think every character that I've come across has so much depth to them, and it's really interesting seeing a fandom that has characters that have depth, including female characters that have depth. Because so many fandoms that we have looked at on this podcast have female characters that do nothing. Or they have male characters that have, I don't know, the writers like trick you into thinking there's something deeper going on, but they never, like, it never pays off, or they never explain, or, you know, whatever. And so the fandom takes it into their own hands, and they're like, I can write a character deeper than this. But it seems like Attack on Titan, the depth is there, the character development is there, the backstories are there. And so the sandbox that fans have to play in is much bigger and more, like, filled out with information. Now, what do the fandom do with that? They write underage prostitution sugar daddy AUs with Aaron and Levi, which is a choice.
It's a choice. It's something that they chose to do.
I'm gonna be honest, normally I am very, like, write whatever you want to write. It's, you know, as long as it's not affecting your real life as the author and you're tagging it appropriately to keep it away from people who don't want to see that, I really don't care. But my eyes were assaulted this week. My brain has been poisoned with things that I can't unsee. And Attack on Titan fandom is to blame for that, so I'm a little...
Yeah.
I don't even want to say bummed. I think I'm just shell-shocked right now.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll hit me later and I'll be like, dang, remember that student-teacher AU that you read the description and the tags for and you just kind of sat in silence with your jaw dropped on the couch for like 10 minutes afterwards? Interesting. I don't know what to do with any of that information. Attack on Titan is miserable enough by itself. It's just very sad.
Oh.
And...
Sorry.
Yes. No, go.
Petra and her whole tree situation, just to make you even sadder. Okay. Her and Levi had, like, a thing. And, and there's a scene when they come back after she's died and Levi's, like, walking down the street and her dad comes up to him and he's like, hey, like, we were gonna talk about engagement with Petra. And, like, Levi being Levi, there's no emotion on his face. So the dad doesn't really know what's going on. He's just like, hey, Petra's really into you. You guys seem like a... And I tell you, that's probably the most pain that I've ever been in at the ripe age of 14. Because that was season 1.
Okay, the emotional experience I just had, we were driving full speed down a highway and I decide to exit the car while it's moving to get away from the emotion that I just felt.
Yeah.
That's horrific.
That's why I'm like, why in the fandom do we even joke about that?
Why do you joke about that? And also, like, why do you write things that are, like, arguably as horrible as the things that happen in the show? Because a lot of the times in shows like that, it's a lot of, like, canon rewrites to keep people from dying and fluff.
We love a fix-it.
Yeah, we love it.
To, like, make up for the bad things that happen. So, my shock, let me tell you, when I saw the garbage before me, I was like, okay? Which I guess, like, again, you might think that's normal because it's Attack on Titan and it's already, like, a really dark, sad show, but in my experience, fandoms that have dark, sad content, obviously they're gonna have dark, sad fan content, but it's a balance, you know, of, like, bringing in the good, but no, people just want to see these characters be miserable and horny.
Yep.
Yeah.
And sometimes at the same time. And that's it, which is fascinating.
Basically.
So, do you have a favorite fanfic that you've read? And also, like, who's your AOT OTP?
Okay. I don't really have a favorite fanfic, honestly. Like, there was one I read a while ago that was, like, really, really well written, but it had a horrible ending. Yeah, so I don't know. I've also kind of strayed from the fanfiction because, again,
there's just a lot going on.
There's so much happening.
There's just
like,
a lot going
what
on.
is going on? Yeah, literally. I would also distance myself, so that makes sense.
But yeah, I think my OTP is Aaron and Mikasa. Like, they're just... She's literally so in love with him. And Aaron's
so
just
sweet.
a little airhead about it. But...
You know what? Good for him.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
That is sweet. I like that ship. I didn't come across it as much because the Levi Aaron was overwhelming.
So much.
Overwhelming.
So
I
much.
I haven't done this for a fandom before, but I was like, what do people see in this? Because in Black Butler, there is a lot of things going on in that show that I was like, you know what? If people are teenagers watching this when they're like 13 and they see Sebastian and CL interacting, I can understand why they would interpret it that way.
Yeah.
Like, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
As adults, calm down maybe, but like, as children, I can see why people would interpret it that way and be like, ooh, you know, Sebastian. For Levi and Aaron, I was like, I wonder if it's a similar situation. So I looked up just Levi and Aaron on YouTube, and one of the first videos was Ereri is the ship name. Ereri being canon for 8 minutes or whatever, and I was like, uh-oh. And also, this was before I knew how old Aaron was, because I thought that he was like 18 or 19, and like the age gap is still weird, but like at least he's there's a significant difference between a 19-year-old and a 15-year-old. Yeah, so I was like, whatever. No, he's 15. And I just don't understand. Like, it was not there for me. I did not watch that, and I was like, whoa, the undertones here are crazy. I can't believe the writers got away with this. Like, no, they're just having a conversation, and Aaron is a teenage boy, and Levi is hot and sexy. And I also interpret everything Levi does to be just like overwhelmingly just the sexual energy he exudes. Oh my gosh. And is it real, or am I just pretending that it's there? I don't know.
Who's to say?
Maybe. Who's to say? But no, even with me being like, oh, he's so hot and sexy, I really did not see it. I think it's another case of people simping for Aaron, or people simping for Levi and wanting to be Aaron or be like him, so they treat him as like a self-insert. Or I don't know. I don't know what the or is.
That's the only thing that I could think of, is all the Aaron Kinneys just being horny for Levi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess, you know what? I think the other thing it could be is the high Q situation where people, especially women for some reason, sexualize normal, healthy male interaction. And I'm not saying that the interactions in Attack on Titan are like normal or healthy, because they're in a war and everyone has so many issues. But like, yeah, I was fascinated by that, because I was like, they are interacting the way that men normally interact with each other, or the way that Levi, who is fed up with a teenage boy, would interact with being fed up with a teenage boy. And so I was like, what is going on here? And I think that it might be a combination of those two things. And you know what? If you ship Levi and Aaron, look inside yourself and ask yourself why you do that.
Yes,
because
please.
I would like to know what's going on, but also at the same time, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't want to know. Mm-hmm. I don't want to know how deep this goes. But yeah, that was my observation of the whole Levi Aaron. Because again, I know it's very controversial, but I hate people who spend so much time online hating on ships that they think are like toxic or like, you know, inappropriate or whatever. I don't even like to use the word pro shippers and anti shippers, because I don't want to get in on the shipping discourse, but people who spend their time hating on ships online are so boring to me. Mm-hmm. So I don't like to agree with them. But the whole Levi Aaron thing is a little weird to me. Yeah. So that's as much as I'll say. Anyway, final thoughts.
What even is this show?
What's the plot?
Final thoughts. There is no plot.
There's no plot. It's just Levi being hot.
It's just Levi being hot
4 seasons.
And I need I need an artist to make my Ouran High School Host Club AU come true. My dreams.
Yeah, I don't really have any other thoughts. Cool. Well, man, I guess that's Attack on Titan.
That's the show, baby.
I love how we did not even try to dismantle what the show is about. No. And you know what? I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that. I'm better off.
Yeah. Well, and you're gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Emma is gonna watch it. I will not be. I can't be sad right now. I had to stop watching my rewatch of Death Note.
Death Note's too sad.
After episode 25, I was like, you know what? I don't want to see Light be happy. I can't handle that right now. No. So I have to stop.
No.
But Emma's gonna watch it and she's gonna mansplain the plot to me so that I can get the experience without the like immediate visceral emotional reaction.
Here's the problem with that.
Uh-oh.
Will I even pick up the plot from watching it? Because as I've said before, I have seen Bungo Stray Dogs 2.5 times now. That's true. I just finished season 1 the otthe day. No idea.
No idea.
Third time. No idea.
If you don't want to dismantle the plot for me, you can just give me like the Levi highlights.
Okay. I'll try.
And Levi Irwin interactions.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay.
And tell me about which Titan is hottest, because apparently that's something people talk about.
That is something that people talk about.
I have seen it, and I wish I could unsee it. Everyone be like simping for Aaron's Titan form. I hope I die. Personally, I hope I pass away.
I'll never understand it.
I'll never understand.
I truly cannot, will not. I refuse. But yeah, anyway, Attack on Titan. Thank you everyone for listening. Follow us on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. And TikTok.
And we also have an Instagram. And we also have a TikTok at PodNoContext for all of those things. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish that I could say something, like, our next episode will be out at this time, but we both have, it's the mental illness in it. And so there's no guarantee on any schedule ever.
Literally not a clue when anything is happening ever. So I don't know, just like follow us on social media, and we will post when we finally record a new episode and be like, hey, we're recording this today, and then you won't see it for like a month.
Yeah.
And then I'll post the actual episode and I'll be like, okay, I finally edited this. Yeah, things are going great over here. Tell us what you think. Don't tell us if you ship Aaron and Levi, because
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
We absolutely don't want to hear it. But I would like to hear your thoughts on the Ouran Attack on Titan crossover idea.
No, hold on.
And
I only want everyone to tell me how right I am. I don't want any criticism.
Yes, you are not allowed to criticize it. You're not allowed to have any other suggestions. It has to be, wow, that is the best idea I've ever heard.
Because it is.
And that's it. And, you know, what are your Pokemon headcanons for Attack on Titan characters? I've got them, but I didn't write them down, and I do not have the mental capacity now to remember them for this episode, because we would be here forever. So, you know, what Pokemon trainer type would Levi Ackerman be? He does currently play the role of my boyfriend, so we've got that.
So we're starting off good.
Thank you all so much for listening. We love and hate doing this, but we keep doing it, so we're never leaving.
Never.
See you in the next one.